Hi, have you ever felt not at home? That's kind of the experience when you're floating in this space of not feeling good about something that happened, something you said, something somebody else said. It almost feels like you're floating kind of in this gray area in your brain. So what is home? I'm sitting here on my steps in the backyard, looking out on my yard, looking at the fence, and there's plenty of space out there that is not home. It's not where I live, it's not my home. It's free, it's trees, it's space, it's cityscapes, belongs to community. Well, what if everything that occurs, I know this is kind of a radical thought, what if everything that occurs is actually this free community-based concept? It didn't just hide inside you, something you have to be responsible for the fallout of the feelings of. And let's just talk in general about how we react to just every little thing that does or does not go the way we want. We're not talking about, major incidents, although I will talk about that another time, where, other people get hurt, where there's lots of blame and guilt to deal with. Let's talk about the blame and guilt and shame that happened just when, I felt that another person did not respond to me in a warm way. And I took it personally and thought it was my fault. Not that they didn't like me because they're cold and there's something wrong with them, but because I was not appealing. Have you ever felt like that? Well, that is the daily in and out of running a business and getting clients, right? It's like, oh, if I don't get that client, they don't like me. I did something wrong. I am not appealing. Yeah, I try to talk to myself about how that goes. And I'm talking about myself as all of us. I mean, every one of us have experienced this with love and with business. But I really wanted to relate it to business right now, which is something we're not so familiar with as women. We just keep thinking that it has to be push, 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 or it'll never happen. The concept of feminine energy and business and money and how it just can come to you is just something that is, not really common knowledge. It's not something that people really can feel, can talk about. Some of us coaches out there talk about it, but for the most part, you really only watch men talking about making money and doing business and all of that stuff. If you are a woman who wants to be in business for yourself, who's tired of chasing after the corporate atmosphere you're in, if you're tired of doing the entrepreneurial work of being a lawyer or a doctor and the feelings that accompany that, or you just want something new, coaching is what you want to consider. Coaching in the field you love, whatever it is, whatever kind of healer you are, or just general smart woman you are, you can coach around that. And it's not something you have to pick from your brain, it's something that comes from your heart. So if you think about being a consultant or a coach, doing what you do, but you don't feel at home with that idea, because it feels like it's just inside you and stuck and doesn't mesh with all the ideas you've had, and it feels like it would sort of interfere with the concept you have of yourself. Think about the whole world as your home. I know it's a weird thing, but you feel that when you go out in nature in the woods feels like home for you, right? Oh my goodness, it's cold out. The whole world feels like home to you. So see if the whole world can start to feel like home to you as it is now. The whole world as home to your unique ideas and thoughts and gifts and talents. So if that doesn't quite click for you, let me know. Call me, we'll talk. I will share with you what I know about creating home as a big enough place for your ideas and talents and your personality and who you are and what you want. And bottom line, for your desires. That's where everything begins. Feminine want, your desire, and bringing that into the world as a feeling of being home, not being outside and away from home, but in home of the world.